Mhm. So
If
AI,
yeah.
yes, AI can be the criteria of mind. Uh, if the person use AI, sooner or later he will
Look,
become.
right now we are using AI just as support to execute some task.
Mhm.
Just see, like small students, 10, 9, 10th standard, they are using AI to resolve their questions in the classrooms or in the examinations. We are using AI as a writer, you are using it as a co-pilot, a support system. When our mind used to be like my grandfather, when he was training my mind. So in India, to cramming the tables, 1 to 20, you must, and also in the middle, you can go 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, their progression. So when my grandfather was studying, he says, we need to remember the progression of 2.25, 2.5, 5. No, this way, not only table of 2, 3, 4, which you are learning, we had to do it so much more. So, and that were the sign of intelligence. When calculator came, just a calculator came and all this brain disappeared. Small device. Now nobody is saying that if you are using calculator, you are not intelligent, you are retarded. Now, if you know how to use calculator, you are intelligent and you are suitable for the job. If you know how to handle calculator, because it can do better and perfect way. Same way, AI, we are using in a very primitive way. We are using AI just like a calculator in the right now situation is that where I know the equation, but I don't want to work. Like our theory of everything. I don't want to think in so many jargons because I just don't want to think about it. So I need a support, a calculator who calculates it. I give the algorithm. Mind which is sitting on the algorithm is always an intelligence. Hence the new thing of AI just coming in the market. So we are using it very primitively and worried about, like when mobile came, we are worried that, okay, children, it's devouring our children. When TV came, it was the same situation. When TV came, social interaction, it killed fully. Before, for entertainment, one person has to meet another person to find entertainment. When just TV came, everybody in his house, nobody wants to go to meet anywhere. And we were worried about, oh, it's destroying our social interactions, social closeness, and social intelligence is dying. Because in order to meet your neighbor or your friends, social intelligence will come up to keep the relationship permanent and sweet. Your intelligence is needed to maintain the emotions between two relationship. Intelligence is needed. Now TV came, all intelligence went to the serials. This is good, this is bad, this is not, this is. So technology will keep on removing. In the beginning, we used this TV, and it was good to also to propagate education. You can also use it for education. And we started using it some channels, whether somebody watches it not, but education. So AI is very primitive way. Like we are trying to develop a program. So what we are thinking, how it can reduce my work. That's the only thing we are, because everyone is overworked. The corporate sectors.
And because in our brain there is a system. When you stop your mind from work, it creates cannabis. It's marijuana. Inside marijuana is producing to relax your mind. because mind is very get a lot of energy from the body, and if you find something to relax the mind, the same time the marijuana inside us is produced. So
Mm.
it's the very very
Same, like
biochemical.
when I don't do anything, nothing to do, and I decide nothing to do. Yes, it's an intoxication state. Mind starts to be intoxicated, like same, like you have a drug. And people also ask me, "Are you drugged?" And I'm doing nothing, but very slow, same like you are stoned kind of movement. And also eyes, like half sleep, half awake, no, suddenly awake, suddenly sleeping. So here, people who are using right now, they are promoting in programming everywhere. Like if you are intelligent, you are getting a repetitive work which you can assign to someone. Like a good programmer needs 4 or 5 hands to distribute small programs to check this. You are doing it with AI. The next use of AI, which I am seeing it actually, that's where I want to go. Like Nanny, Jenny. Jenny is there. What I'm saying that AI can be used, we create a bot which will be evolutionary. The bot is proficient replacing me, any person. He's replacing a person. AI robot means it will replace a person. So here, if we can clone the Jenny, how she is solving the problem, how she is succeeding to put an idea into the mind of her child that yes, you should do meditation. While the child is completely from different dimension, like mathematician, nothing to do with esoteric things and dowsing and channel and angelic things, it's not coming. So the child is resistant to take the idea from a source where he cannot communicate. If another mathematician will translate the same thing in his language, maybe he is receptive. So there are so many factors which one idea transferred from one generation to another generation and can be received. There are resistance and there are ways. Suppose this Jenny lives for 100 years more without her mind getting old rather than developing more an idea. Then what a talent will come out in 100 years of experience of her work. What a Jenny would become. If she keeps on working 100 years in the same profession, same skills, what she will become, how intelligent she will become, and how smart she will become.
Uh, there is one concept that we are not during the education, we are not getting the knowledge. We remind ourselves about the knowledge. I mean, in Jenny, there is already 100% of the genius, but some of the knowledge she don't remember, she don't or she don't understand. So the knowledge is infinite, and she cannot get double infinite knowledge. So after the 100 years longer, maybe she will have she will a little bit more understandable, or she will get the same knowledge but in other direction. So it's not like a shelf of books. All the books is about the nature, about the world. It's basically the same. The many books talking about the same things, the same laws of life. So
See, where I am coming from, this Jenny has a limited life.
mhm.
She has a reservoir of experience. When she will pass away, whatsoever she had maybe die with her. So what I'm saying right now, until she is alive, she is forgetting something, some parts of the mind, losing some story, or this way. That's where AI can come and support it. It's a supporting verse. But suppose Jenny dies and she leaves a legacy for her children. A Jenny, digital copy of Jenny is alive. Her strategy of communication is alive, not only alive. We can connect it, plug in to the characters. I can easily diagnose which characters are talking in her, making it an objective point of view. So we are just making a clone of Jenny and support of all the knowledge information to process. Then this Jenny can see, oh, my replica is doing better than me.
Maybe.
I'm talking about immortality. If there is an intelligence, it should not die. And growing intelligence, on the basis it's growing, I learned something. I learned something with my observation, things, expertise. And if I keep on working, I keep on growing. But I'm lazy. I'm lazy, so I created my clone. And clone is evolving as fast as it can. Just make a plugin, give a new knowledge from geography, from history, informations, and judgment criteria pattern is intelligence. The intelligence, the way it's judging, now it's artificial because it's a pattern. So I am talking very different. Like in our think practically, oasis of wisdom. Practically, we need what? This kind of people who can come. Practically, we need 100, 200 people coming to a place. For what? Any person coming to our place becoming immortal digitally. And in lifetime, person can see its clone, how it's functioning in the simple state. So it's just a program. It's an architectural program and then monitoring. So nobody is dying. Digitally, nobody is dying, but evolving. And intelligence, we cannot measure directly, but we can measure our growth by changing in ego structure. Each personality has positive and negative traits. So what our education is bringing change, we are not interested in mind and body. We are interested first in the ego structure. Idea of I. If I go for suppose I did not have a knowledge of NLP. I went for 1 month's training and now I have knowledge of NLP. Its use of how I will apply my mind to use it depending on whether this knowledge is becoming a part of my ego structure or not. Unless I say I am an NLP practitioner, then this knowledge will integrate different way. And mind will start to collect information from different sources. So how strongly the idea that I am an NLP practitioner is integrated into my ego system. I say, no, I don't want to be an NLP practitioner. This is not my profession. I'm a yoga teacher. Then can this knowledge be integrated in yoga? So if I say I'm a yoga teacher and I have a feather in my cap, I am also an NLP practitioner. I have knowledge of it. Then my mind will go and retrieve the information different way from the same information sources, but retrieve it differently to feed the ego character. This AI is just like haphazard right now. Only informations and processing, who is using what. This is not education. It's not. It's just like brainstorming state where people are boggling about. Like when computer came, internet came, people are boggling about. Oh my God, post office will collapse, infrastructure will collapse, nothing will. What happened? bring out a new revolution. So any technology is this way. When it will go, it will remove the human. That's what we calling it technology. That it will remove human. So that human mind can function. You can use your intelligence to a different direction. There's a lot of things to come. So this I am saying that the moment you will start to think differently, that education means just change in ego structure only. Later on, this ego can handle and process information according to that. So there are 1 billion information. Jenny doesn't need it so much. So it all depends how Jenny will take information, depending if this information integrating, supporting the ego system. Choice is in ego. Once we make the choice in ego, yes, then we don't need to think about down.
Yes, but I realized that ego is created by intelligence, and intelligence is a goal setting. Goal setting is the one of the most subtle things and most important things. For example, in Jenny, her goal is to introduce her son to the meditation, and
Yes.
and it creates the ego of this introducer. So, so the technology, the AI, is the tool to achieve the goal, and
AI,
and
yes, achieve the goal, and as a
and
communication model, it will monitor the. But for AI, Jenny is a lot of things. But for AI on this matter, if it is AI is trained on communication models, the AI will see only characters and personality in Jenny.
yes,
Which
the Jenny
character
and
and
Jenny is
for his
using.
son will say which character. So
Mhm.
if these two kinds of characters coming, what are the possibilities in the communication? And what could be
Mhm.
the challenges and misunderstanding?
Yes, and but we have to keep in mind the purpose, the reason and purpose, the goal of this whole project. I mean, otherwise it's became a
Goal
mess. I
setting
mean,
is here the idea of Jenny, how much time, how much energy and money Jenny is putting in this goal. Maybe she takes 1 month of everyday counseling to reach to this position. Maybe the boy becomes so angry that the boy never returns to Jenny on this point. He does say, I don't want to even talk about it. A deadlock. There are many possibilities. We will say if Jenny is very intelligent, she will do the work like this. This is our criteria of intelligence. As an observer, we say, okay, a task is given. How fast and efficiently? So if Jenny is able to transfer her idea within few minutes and her son adopts it for his whole life, we will say Jenny is genius. We have a criteria.
yes, but you mentioned more higher goal, maybe the goal, your goal. You mentioned the word immortality. How
Immortality is a
to?
different project. Like here, you are
Uh,
saying that if you define, it's all your definition. AI is a robot. So AI will not teach us anything. It's we will teach AI what to do. The moment you depend on AI, it's doomed. You are doomed, finished. Intelligence will stop to grow when you depend on AI and start following AI.
but you can see the opposite evolution.
It's just
That
happening right now. Just happening that people are becoming more lazy and more retarded in the area.
yes,
Same when calculator came and this neurons in the brain which was calculating died, but another neurons developed.
Okay, but the problem is that people in the future will be totally dependent on AI, and their intelligence will come to the level of AI.
Intelligence is how to use AI. The definition of intelligence will change. The definition of intelligence will change. Before, definition of intelligence was your memory power. Only memory power. Because we didn't have to write, to preserve the knowledge. When it came, printing press came, books came, this is gone. Slowly, slowly it starts to disappear. Yes, it has a value because books were not available in everybody's hands and it's expensive. The moment people start to buy books, this memory power slowly, slowly disappeared. We need different way strategic thinking. We need creative thinking, not informations. Same way here, AI. Any technology evolve, intelligence is how to use it. Intelligence will be using the technology. The aeroplane or anything or missiles or any system we are doing it. It's reducing the work, a pattern of work. And intelligence will be challenged. Now intelligence is not like copying, pasting. Now in the examination, the supercomputer is given to the students. In the examination now, AI is given. Use your AI. Now answer the question. Intelligence will be that. Because AI is just half a jolt. Same like Google World Wide Web came with the information bombard. This is just coming to support you some, and slowly it's developing some genius pattern of writing. Copying. So this is copying the patterns of intelligent people. But it's not showing the way of intelligent people, how they will evolve. It will be the next generation of AI. That's what we are talking about, the next generation. Like if I want to learn from something, I don't need a guru. If I have an AI clone of mine, if I have an AI clone of mine, I don't need a guru. Because I see this is the situation we have to behave, simulation behavior, and which character, what is missing in me, my temperament. So if I put a character of a visionary in AI to support my work, just one character, visionary, or one character, writer, depending. So one character, visionary, and that should be synchronized with my vision. If we put in evolution, they can say, oh, your vision, you are compromising here. In your character, this trait is missing. In your temperament, this is missing. And this you can have. So I have an ideal of me in front of me. And I can change and see my future. If I keep on life, and in this direction, suppose I'm a hypnotherapist working. So in this direction, with all the characters I'm possessing, is there and can be manipulated. So my clone can show me the way. Look, if you can change your anger management point here, little bit, you will perform differently. Then I can say tomorrow, I go to my profession and see myself, what was missing. I take it and I say, yes, the result is there. So my intelligence is to use the technology for my growth and work. And for this, we are dependent on everything, for aeroplane, for movement, for transportation. So we will be always depending on technology, provided we should be always ahead of technology. Intelligence should be ahead, and that's what the training is. Forget about mind. These patterns will not develop anymore. But this energy can be given to something else to develop. So if AI becomes our tools, Rather than we are depending now just to save our time. Like this much work programming will take 6 hours. So 6 hours work, you will hire a person and you have to pay for that. Now this work can be done by an AI. In this way we are using. We are just reducing labor cost. This way, AI, and that's why it's panicking. In all the evolution, industrial revolution, you say it creates unemployment, challenges your mind, you come up and start using the thing. If somebody don't want to write email, they say you are not intelligent at all, educated. But when the email came, even I see uh, 95 when I was using it. Many people, for them, this was a bizarre idea and they were opposing it that it will stop the infrastructure of, but this infrastructure government can use different way. Same post office, same things. You can transform, make it a bank, make something else, make it a training center, make something. You will use it. The premises can be used.
Because now, for example, it's a big challenge in all the countries how to transfer the libraries. Because from the last 50 years, in every small, even the small city, there is a library where the people should go to pick up the book or read the book. But now nobody goes there and nothing happens there. But there are still the places, there are even some people there. But the problem is how to transform these places, this library, to something new. So it's
Make it a research center. Make it a research center. It's very simple. It's a library.
but
Make it a research center for the people to
but
come to training center for something. Somewhere you have to use it. Many
uh,
churches are obsolete. Many in India, so many palaces, they all turn five-star hotel. There is always a use of premises, resources. You can use it, and keeping it as it was expensive, a liability. Now, if you keeping this liability is a liability. Worried about that how long we can carry this liability. The intelligence is how to turn this liability into assets. That's the intelligence.
this is
Everything.
also the purpose
Basis
of
of wisdom. What we
yes.
did. The way intelligence is that it finds a way. That was our point, that all 75 plus people or any people becoming obsolete, they have wisdom, just missing communication. The intelligence has to be sparked into that, and in us. In us, it's sparked. I can see things can be done this way. The person also has to be sparked. This journey is to grow up. It's not a full stop of our life that having a professional skills of hypnosis or hypnotherapy, transferring an idea, convincing people is a skill. After the knowledge is a skill. But this is not the end. This is not the end.
And yesterday I was remind myself there is one Indian system. It's close to Ayurveda. It's called Kaya Kalpa. Kaya Kalpa. It's that in Tamil, the Siddha medicine from Tamil region, and it's interesting. It said that every person have a program to fulfill during his life. And when the program finished, the body is starting to die. And in order to live longer, we need to switch on the new program. The new program
Hmm.
of
Yes,
this
you
is
need to
the
have
this.
We call it program, we call it desire.
Yes, yes. So, and your desire is creating the new program and new motivation to live.
So
So,
I extended my life 40 years more. But for what purpose?
yes, for a
Just
new
to extend the
purpose.
life. If you are already sad and bored, then 40 years more to be sad and bored. No point. The point of extension and rejuvenation has that you have a motive. You are opening up. Your intelligence is giving you a direction of life where your creativities are challenged and you are open to live the life with this new motivation. That's we call eternal motivation. That's our
Yes,
job. That's what we are coming. That person coming, we manage learning from Jenny, learning from the maximum capability of Jenny. It will add up to inculcate the idea of eternal motivation in 75+.
yes, yes. So it's how to turn on the new program of motivation because the
That's the
people,
whole job.
yes.
That's the whole
So
job in
we,
Oasis. If people,
yes, we
suppose 50
see.
people will come or 100 people coming to your program, then your job is there that all tuned to eternal motivation, all started to yearn. So whatever they have extension of life, they are feeling, oh wow, nice, we got it. That's the rejuvenation anti-aging work. And we work systematically. We will work in a systematic manner of body, mind, energy system, ego formation, intelligence awakening. All we are working in all the way properly, seeing rehabilitation, rejuvenation, again another programs, awakening. That's our job. But this our intelligence. No AI can teach us.
Yes, yes, and but we need some kind of technology, the steps or the rules of turning on this programming, new
And that's
programs.
why we started with pulse of wisdom. First, a communication.
Yeah,
See, we have communication, we have learning, we have motivation, we have ego formation, we have intelligence awakening. In which, with our mind, I'm thinking how we can use AI in our project. So in all these five, we cannot produce all these five at the same time. So we are creating one robot which is working only on communication. And that also is specialized in communication in different generations. So AI robot is specialized to resolve any issue coming in communication between different generations. That's it. One will be. This way you have to perform another way for learning, for motivation. And then many robots coming together becoming another one robot. And then this is evolution process. We cannot do everything one. I choose to work basically on communication because it's my skill, it's my work, and on LLP training is only on communication. Leadership training was on communication. So bringing communication as one, then we will have for motivation and learning for motivation to inculcate eternal motivation into them. Here, we are supporting just professionally to them. They get in confidence with this support of AI. They get in confidence that I can communicate to any age group, and I can. In this process, they will also evolving in their intelligence. Later on, any person coming to our oasis of wisdom is not going to die digitally. Digitally, the person evolving. Now we have the mapping of the characters. Each new one is coming, seeing it. So Jenny never dies. You log on to computer, and Jenny is there. Put the Jenny in evolution mode, give a problem to the Jenny. Jenny will come out with an answer, the proper answer and diagnosis. So this way, no human are dying digitally. I will never die digitally. And the way I am teaching my 9 characters and their skills, don't. One robot will replace me. And this robot will be evolving. And this evolution speed can be as high you plug into the computer processor. And if you can put it in quantum way, so this pattern of thinking can give you a solution to resolve mathematics.
But then there came the idea of reincarnation.
Reincarnation is a different phenomena. That's a spiritual thing. We are here working on reincarnation. No, not needed reincarnation. Reincarnation needed first. You need to die for that. We are not going to die. We are not thinking of that. And even physical body dies, mind and characters, communication skills, and intelligence, that much has been evolved. And on the pattern, the person evolved with intelligence, that is not going to die. And you can always plug in. Later on, we will find new ways to create a superhuman. Later on. But here we are, and here we can begin with our oasis of wisdom, one support from communication model. One, we can create our motives later, motivations later. But first we will have a challenge, we will come more communication. Because people coming from diverse ecosystem, American, this, that, old, somebody, different professions. This will be a challenge, communication. We will hire the employee who is 20-year-old supporting, has to communicate with 80-year-old, and that where space is different. No, a kind of space is different. Yes, like somebody born in America, somebody born in Nepal, and 20-year guy from Nepal serving 80-year people in America. So, how much challenge will be the communication? If we can resolve it, then only we can go forward. That's why I put mind in communication. And this person of Nepal coming, and we have a robot which is training him. This is my idea. This training him. So employment for us will not be a problem. We can have the best employee from anywhere. We can train them.
Yes, then it will create a university of wisdom. I mean, the training center.
Later. But this is just my initial. I am also just trying my ideas, my things into AI first time. Though my real work is different. Real work is cloning Patanjali.
Intelligence of Patanjali. Yes.
Intelligence of Patanjali. Yes. Intelligence of Patanjali. None of our characters who has any intelligence will digitally die in future. None. Question is, it should not be in static mode. Otherwise, it will be 10 commandments preaching and no children will be interested. It should be a dynamic evolution mode. Suppose, like Jesus never died. Jesus did not die. He lived until 2,500 years with supercomputers. What he will become? That intelligence. And I can means person can see there's a grammar. You can map out. We can map out intelligence. Same like ego. Same like mind. Same like body. We can easily map out also intelligence. Our work should be focused. Eternal motivation and anti-aging. And first challenge we will face is communication. And intelligence we will define only using technology. No other way you can define your intelligence right now. In the survival mode of human intelligence is only can be defined if how smartly a person can use available technology. That will be the criteria of intelligence, and scientists and others will be evolving, working on that. But on Broadway, intelligence will be like this. how smartly you can use the technology. How smartly you can use the AI, that's the whole intelligence, right?
Yeah, because there is this statistic, what people asking for AI. 95% asking just the primitive questions about and on the questions about the life and the future and about the intelligence is only more less than 1%. It's
You don't need so many intelligent people. Otherwise, there will be 100 people for the just in front of Prime Minister. Get out. Intelligent people, we don't need intelligent 1% is enough. And 1% intelligence is enough to lead the whole humanity. Nobody bothers to evolve in intelligence. 1% is more than enough. If 1% are seeking, using the AI intelligently, that's it. More than that, you should not expect from this.
Yes, because their job is one of the job is goal setting, and I see that in many countries, uh, the goal setting is done by even people don't understand the goal of the country. I mean, they surviving and don't see the future, and the future is like a darkness. I mean, and it's create in people's mind like a mess. In because I grow up in communism ideology, and it's see the bright future. It shows the bright future for the country. But now there are some darkness
Look,
without the
we have to
goals.
work power concrete. Now we are in
Yes.
a position. Let's begin something concrete, which now ideas
Mhm.
and ideas. And our project is Oasis of Wisdom. I will say, let's begin something concrete. Input and output, even a small one, even a small input and output, that we should, like even a small robot just on one point, and we can have an experiment, 52 weeks with Jenny, others way, but some practical, something we should have feasible. We should begin with. The hardcore is different. Just one action, like, can resolve conflict on one situation, like not so much generation, but generation gap of 30 years, like a relationship between mother and son, only on one point. Not so broad, but somewhere we should begin concrete.
Yes, yes, and Jenny herself is a pearl. Jenny is a pearl, and or maybe she's a combination of pearls. So we need to find out each pearl and
It's
make
all
immortal.
it's all
Uh,
depending on the next this Wednesday when she will come up. I will give you the codes for AI on practical. Like this is the talk, and these are the codes. How our AI will evolve. Like you need to create a single cell, and then it creates evolving by plugging in. So this small one, you will get it next uh, Wednesday when the talk will happen. Then
mhm.
over this talk, I can send you the codes. What she did, I will make a map of her intelligence. Then you will understand on concrete, mapping the intelligence and ego and mind and their interrelationship, how they are. So cloning the on one episode, cloning it, and how she resolved the situation, who this person is, what is his code, and how this communication happened, and the goal is met. So think on
Okay.
this line. This way I would like to proceed. to
Yes.
begin initially with.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I need to
Yeah.
talk something about it. We have 4 minutes, no?
Mm-hmm.
Just a minute. Little bit personal. How to stop it?